Hey, what's up? Is that what I say? Is that what I do? Sean, you there?
I think so.
Something seems off.
I was muted, ready for the big.
Right. I'm just feeling kind of down.
Oh,
but
talk to us. Talk to us. You're here amongst friends. Just a few hundred.
All right,
of
let's
your
rewind.
closest
Let's try this
friends.
again. Hold on, no. We'll try this again. Okay, here we go.
Cool.
What is it that I say?
Ladies and gentlemen.
No,
boys
that's
and girls.
that's the line. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and lovers of drones everywhere, welcome to Thursday Night Live. Woo! Nah, not feeling it.
No.
I'm just kidding. Couple things. You know, my default is yay, happy all the time. For some reason, something's going on and it's just like. But anyway, I'm happy to be here with you guys. Welcome to Thursday Night Live. If this is the first time you're watching, maybe don't. Watch the last one. Last one's pretty good. But Sean is here. Hey, how you
guys.
doing? Geeks
Hey.
Vana. And it's going to be an interesting show. Once I get my S together. We've got a guy. His name is Jay Hamon. Okay? This guy was an aerial photographer in like the 70s and 80s. And how did they do it back then? You had to actually go up in a helicopter. And he did all that. And we'll talk to him about the technology, what it was like to be in a helicopter all the damn time, the cameras and everything. So that'll be interesting. We've got the drone news with Jeff Sills. And then from time to time, I will depress you with some story about how my week has been real shitty. That's French. I'm not actually cussing. That's shitty. It was. But anyway, Sean, what's new with you, buddy? Tell us what's new with you.
I've had an interesting week. My darling other half contracted COVID this week. Although she's doing very, very well. She's a very unlike me being the picture perfect health of a man.
Yeah.
She actually is fit. Okay. So it was a cold and she sort of brushed it off a little bit.
That's all I needed was to hear about somebody else who had a worse week. I'm better now. That's all good. She's
had an okay week. But the good news is that we're all moving forward in this country. We've actually got a new program where you can test yourself every day. So I haven't had to isolate. So I've been able to carry on with life and things because I'm negative. So I've had a good week compared to what it could have been.
Okay, good. Very good. I see a lot of super chats coming in. That always cheers me up. And thank everybody. We'll maybe do a super chat train later. I don't want to derail the show right now in the beginning because we've got, thank you so much for your support. But one thing that does cheer me up is the fact that each and every show is brought to you by the Cadillac of processed meat. And I'm talking, of course, about a pigeon, a jerky.
You'll enjoy pigeon jerky, the Cadillac of processed meats. You'll enjoy pigeon jerky, and you'll give your family a treat. It's balanced nutrition to help them grow.
Yeah.
And it's full of fiber to make them go.
Here we go.
You'll enjoy pigeon jerky,
the Cadillac of processed meats. Yeah. Oh, all is well and good in the world with pigeon jerky. Now, for those of you wondering, why does Ken have a little beard here? Why does he have a soul patch? Well, that is an injury that I got from playing with Henry, my dog. Maybe you saw the little Band-Aid I have under here. He's blind, and he gets going sometimes. You know, when I tickle him in a certain way, his leg kind of like that. And he's got real sharp anyway, so he clawed up my face, and there's that. But that's not why my week was bad. You know that little Sean. You know that my car has been in the shop, my RX-8 for almost 3 months.
I feel for you because I love my cars, and when I'm away from them, it's just not the same waking up in the morning when you can't go out and drive that thing that you love. You know.
Yeah, and you know, I purposely spent all winter getting it ready for this summer because COVID was going to be over. I was going to be out. Yeah, you know. But anyway, the engine blew up. Brand new engine. It's a rotary. Nothing against rotaries. It's just, so they're rebuilding it right now. I just talked to them yesterday. They're rebuilding, so I should have it back anytime soon. But I know that's not a real problem. But my radio station was nice enough to loan me their radio station vehicle, which is a 2012 Fiat Abarth 500. Right? Little turbo. Great little car.
I like them.
Well, on my way home from my last video shoot in Birmingham, Alabama, I hit an armadillo. And it cracked the radiator. And so it overheated. And now it's in the shop. So the car I was driving, because my car was in the shop, is now in the shop. And so I'm stuck here. I can't bring all of your wonderful prizes to the post office. I know somebody sent me something to the post office box, 1281 Huntington, Tennessee, 38344 if you want to send me something. I won't be able to retrieve it until one of the cars is done, or if I just want to take a long walk. But anyway, that's... and then there's some other things going on that I won't talk about. But enough about me. I know that everybody is wondering who's on Beauchart's wall. Right? Let's enjoy the comedy that is dropped down from the Great White North with the weekly Beauchart, everyone.
Hi, Ken. Jim Beauchart back again with another episode of the weekly Beauchart. Kelly was upset that he wasn't on the wall before some of my other previous choices. Well, I thought long and hard, and I thought I'd do some house cleaning. And while I was at it, here's some other things that made me think. If two vegetarians get into a disagreement, is it still called a beef? And if I ate a clock, would it be time-consuming? And if math would just grow up, would it solve its own problems? I think I hate Velcro. It's just a ripoff. But then I thought, maybe I should just start talking to myself. Because sometimes I just need expert advice. Yeah. And now a quick one, because as usual, we are running out of time. What did the fisherman say to the magician? Pick a cod, any cod.
Oh my.
And on that note, and bye.
Yes, very good. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Beauchart. Oh, hey. Yeah. So I thank you very much for sending that stuff in, Mr. Beauchart. I like it when he does costume changes and all the fancy edits.
He's crazy.
We got to get to the news. There's something else I wanted. I'm so scatterbrained. The viewer video of the week this week is really good. And I've got quite a few of your viewer videos. If you want to send one in, you can do that by sending it here. KenHeronUpload@gmail.com. Make sure you let me know what your music source is. Because when you film your videos and you're like, that's a great video, I'm going to play something from Led Zeppelin. Well, then your video is going to be blocked worldwide. Nobody will see it. So use Epidemic Sound. It is copyright-free music. You can use it in perpetuity. Perpetuity! Free 30-day trial. Link in the description. And remember, if it's not epidemic, it's crap! So there you go. And now... the news.
Stop the music. It's time for news.
Let's head over into the drone newsosphere. Ladies and gentlemen, the news with Jeff Sills. What's happening, buddy?
Well, hey, hopefully I've got some stuff that'll cheer you up.
Okay.
All
right.
I got good stuff.
Good.
Unfortunately, the first one's sort of a downer. So on May 12th, in the Bolsa Chica Ecological Reserve, a drone has now been responsible for potentially killing or wiping out an entire generation of seabirds.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Apparently, there was a drone that crashed in the reserve near what they call elegant terns, and there's like 3,000 of them in the area. And when the drone crashed, it forced all of the terns to take off and leave behind up to 1,500 to 2,000 eggs.
Oh.
And now they're not viable anymore. This is the largest egg abandonment that scientists in the area can recall. This is going to have a huge ecological impact on this because that particular area is a nature reserve. When COVID hit, people started going outdoors. They had a problem with bicyclists and people, getting off the trails and going into sensitive areas and stuff like that. And in this particular case, somebody thought it'd be a great idea to fly their drone over there and crashed into it. And these birds
man.
fly 100 miles to find a safe place to nest, and they sit there and they forage and they breed there. And so they're still going to take some time to assess the overall impact on this, but pretty much an entire generation of these birds is wiped out because one guy crashed a drone.
By the way, is this the birds? Is this how they do it? Is that what's going on here? Are these birds making the love? Is that what they're doing?
I don't know. I'm not really a bird.
And another thing.
Don't you dare.
No. No. It's not what you think. I do a morning show on the radio, and so my morning show muscle on a very male station is saying, "Say this, Ken. Say this." And my Thursday Night Live, a kid might be watching is like, "Don't you do it."
Mm-hmm.
Guess who won? I'm gonna say it anyway. You said that was the largest egg abandonment.
Yes.
Well, me and my girlfriend would celebrate an egg abandonment once a month. Thank you. Don't Google it, kids. I'm here all week. All right. Back to you in the newsroom. Yeah. Oh, that's science right there.
All right. So next in the news, Pegasus drones is made by Robotic Research. They specialize in a variety of autonomous and robotic solutions. This is their latest drone.
Oh. Well, whoa. It's doing all kinds of... What is it doing? It's rolling.
Yeah. This particular drone allows you to fly the drone, and then it transforms and becomes something that you can drive.
So is it a car that flies, or is it a drone that rolls?
It's a drone that rolls, I guess would be probably the best way of describing it. And what's interesting about this is the multiple uses that you could have for this, to be able to drive the drone to a particular location that you couldn't necessarily fly to safely, and then be able to fly in that particular area and then drive back out. It's an interesting dual mode functionality that I'm intrigued. I know it's sort of, different.
It is different. Can you be rolling along with the props going? Because that would be a deterrent unto itself, right? Like if you're a bad guy, and then here comes a drone, it's going to take you out at the knees.
Yeah, I don't know about the whether or not you can drive it with the blades going. I know that they come in 3 different sizes, ranging from 4 to 38 pounds. They have a 20 to 30 minute flight time. Power extends into hours, when it's in the terrestrial mode. So if you're driving it around, it'll last longer versus flying.
Yeah.
And that it can carry the Pegasus 3, the largest version, can carry as much as 10 pounds.
So
still
that's
maintain
not
a full range of air and land motion.
That's not toddler ready.
Not quite toddler ready, but you could put, say, a machine gun on it.
Ooh, a toddler could ride it and it could roll maybe, but not fly.
Yes. Yeah. Good.
Okay. Toddler tested, mother approved.
So that would be one to be interested, or to keep an eye on. All right. So this one I will defer to our UK correspondent. World leaders at the G7 summit were recently entertained by Greenpeace. In Cornwall, UK, they had a Stop the Extinction drone display. And what was really unique about this was that it was a combination of, lights that they would superimpose on a surface, and then the drones would fill in the image as it took off into the sky.
Wow, that's neat.
Very creative use of drones with other sources. And I thought that it was a sort of a new thing. I hadn't seen
that's really
this
cool
done before. Yeah,
man, I gotta see a cluster drone show one of these days.
Yeah,
incredible.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So,
wow.
All right. Lake Mead is in Nevada. This is the lake that is near the Hoover Dam. And there has been a problem over the last year or so of the water levels. They're diminishing. Recently, we got this drone footage of their water level hit the lowest record. The elevation is 1,071 53 feet, and the
You mean
height,
it's low by that many feet?
yes.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's the elevation is that it's at right now. It's expected to drop even further down to 1,068 feet above sea level. And this then impacts the amount of power that Hoover Dam can create, and they'll lose about 6 milliwatts of capacity when that happens. And of course, Hoover Dam, provides power for L.A. and places in California, et cetera. So the impact of this is pretty heavy. But what's interesting is that the water level loss right there at the dam is so much that you could put the Statue of Liberty in there, and it would fit. That's the distance.
Are they going to do that? I would like to see that.
No, I don't think they're going to do that.
Maybe David Blaine could do that.
Yeah. As for what will correct this, obviously, is just we need a whole lot of rain, and we need to get this this dry spell to end so that Lake Mead can recover.
You know what we need to do? We need to use more hairspray. Melt those polar ice caps. That's what we need to do. That's the problem.
I was thinking cloud seeding, but okay.
Just kidding. No, they're always talking about polar ice caps are melting. Florida's going to go underwater.
We just relax the drone rules in Nevada. Give everybody a drone that disperses the salt. Yeah. And let everybody fly their drones as high as they want to and seed clouds.
Okay.
Yeah. So, all right. Next in the news, we have some footage out of Turkey. And this is covering, I guess, what would be described as an ickiness. Uh-huh. They have what they call a sea snot scourge in Turkey.
What is sea snot?
It's a slimy, silvery beige substance that has been proliferating in the Sea of Marmara, and now covers large parts of the surface of the water and swaths along the shore. The drone shows ports that have been impacted by this, and beach fronts that are clogged, and it's named sea snot. It's sort of a gelatinous muck.
Wasn't that a joke in third grade where you go up to your friend and go, "Hey, do you hear about the sea snot?" And your friend goes, "What's sea snot?" And you go all over him and goes, "Sea snot." No, that was just me. Okay.
Yeah, it was just you.
All right, it was just me.
Yeah. So the obvious concerns is that this is going to choke marine life in the area and impact the coral seabeds, et cetera, that help promote life in the sea in there, and this will impact the fisheries, et cetera. So, as to what they're going to do to combat this, it doesn't really give me a lot of information about that. But obviously, there's going to be a very direct method to try to tackle this issue. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's the suck job of the year right there. Hey, I just got a job, honey. Doing what? Oh, we're getting rid of the sea snot. Is that something you put on your resume?
Oh yeah, that's something that's a big seller.
2021 for a few months, you were a sea snot removal person. Oh, okay, and you're applying for the babysitter job. All right, please continue, Jeff.
All right. So in Illinois, recently there was an explosion at one of the chem tool factories in Rockton, Illinois. It made the news, as well as provided some very spectacular footage that we got from this drone.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the plant is used to make grease and lubricants, and I don't think that they have yet been able to determine what caused the fire, because it's going to burn for days. They can't go and just start dumping water on it, because the nearby rivers, the runoff will go into the river, and that would become a hazard. So they're going to have to let the fire burn itself out, and prevent it from expanding.
What about, hey, Maybe sea snot is a fire retardant. we could fix two things. Gather up all the sea snot, right? Ship it on over there, and then just put out that. There we go. Just put it out.
Wouldn't be remotely concerned about the sneeze snot going into the river nearby.
Say sea snot 5 times real fast, Jeff. Go ahead.
Sea snot, sneeze snot.
Sneeze snot. Isn't that fun? That's fun. Sean, see if you can do it. Sea snot 5 times real fast. Go.
Sea snot, sea snot, sneeze snot, sea snot, sea snot.
Sneeze snot.
Yeah, sneeze snot it is, ladies and gentlemen. That's the word for the evening.
Yay.
Every time you hear the word sneeze snot, you get $10. Anyway. All right. So next in the news, this one I thought was really, really cool. Underwater drones have become more and more prolific. And recently, a gentleman near California's Folsom Lake had been testing out his underwater drone, and he may have solved a 56-year-old aviation mystery, because as he was testing the drone in the water, he found a 4-seater airplane that had crashed in the area back in 1965. Yeah. So Folsom Lake's located about 30 minutes outside of Sacramento, and a Piper Comanche 250 aircraft crashed into the lake on New Year's Day in 1965 following a mid-air collision. The pilot's body was recovered, but search crews never found the plane or the 3 people that were on board, and obviously without any further information, it was, kind of hard for them to complete the investigation.
Right.
So this particular underwater drone found that aircraft, where they believe they found that aircraft. And hopefully when they get a chance to get some more high definition footage of it, they'll be able to provide some more information that might solve part of the mystery of that plane crash.
Are there skeletons in there? There were like 2 other people, right?
Well, 3 other people, but I doubt after 1965.
After 56 years?
Yeah.
I mean, my skeleton at 54 is barely holding up. You're right. Good point. All right.
Yeah. All right. So next in the news, also, drone pilots are preventing the death of Bambi.
Oh, Bambi, good. All right, we got to save Bambi. What's going on there?
All right. So whenever they go and comb fields, agricultural vehicles will cutting hay and stuff like that, and they go through, there's a problem where fawns, deer, the baby deer, will be out in these fields.
Aww.
And the fawns will lay down in the brush, and of course it's impossible for the drivers to see them.
Look at that muffin.
So what they do is they take the drones and they fly over the fields, and they use the drones to be able to locate where the fawns are in the field. Then they will go out and, get the fawns to move or relocate the fawns so that they can safely go and, cultivate the field and not end up killing the deer.
That's wonderful.
And
yes, awesome.
I thought this was really, really good.
You're correct. It's really, really good. As a train goes by my house. That's all right. We'll just embrace it.
Well, your
look
train, my screaming cat.
Did you see that little muffin? Let me get that muffin back. I didn't know.
Muffin.
I didn't know baby deer were so freaking cute. Oh my gosh! Look at that! Look at that little baby in there. Ah. We just ate your mama. She was delicious. We'll eat you in a couple of years. You'll be great. Make great little deer jerky. All right, what's next?
Right about there. We were doing great until there. So in the UK, they have extended the COVID lockdowns, and obviously it's not cool for people to go and have large gatherings. So recently, in the English city of Nottingham, the police used their drones to find a massive illegal street party that was going on. And this had been advertised on social media. Great idea. If you want to have something and not let anybody know that you're doing it, put it out on social media. Unfortunately, the side effect to this is that after the police found this particular thing in the process of trying to shut it down, one of the teenagers there unfortunately got stabbed and was injured. Also, one of the police officers was injured as they tried to treat the victim. So, needless to say, the footage from that gives you an idea of what the police are using their drones for, to be able to locate and help, I guess, get police forces to these locations to try to...
Is it illegal to gather like that?
With the COVID restrictions that they have now?
It's the amount of people. Yeah, it's the amount of people, basically. So.
Oh, okay. How many people can gather?
I think it's about 30 at the moment. They're expanding it for weddings and things, but it's the last thing. The sort of wearing masks and mass gatherings is the last thing that we have here now.
Okay.
So that and that's been delayed by a few weeks due to the Delta variant, which has been pretty strong.
Okay. Back to you in the newsroom.
All right. So next in the news, as coronavirus cases are on a surge again in China, China has once again led the way by using drones to assist in dealing with the Chinese virus.
Oh, they're using the propellers to spread it all around. They're to push the air around and to make sure everybody gets a molecule, right? No? That's not what they're doing?
Yeah,
okay, all right.
Basically, they've been carrying out mass testing and using the drones. These are the EHang drones that are heavy lift drones, and they're using these drones to provide aid to get supplies in areas that they need supplies for emergency transportation or for getting medicines, etc. They're also using them for inspections, and in some cases also using them as broadcast methods to broadcast to people that they need to stay in their homes or to avoid, large crowds, etc.
Okay. Well, that's cool, I guess. And great PR for EHang, right?
Oh, yeah.
I
Great
mean,
PR for EHang.
I'm sure they're like, yeah, let's get these out here and help the people. And then one of the other people at EHang said, hey, wouldn't that give us some great PR? And he's like, you know what? Hadn't thought of that. Yeah, I'm sure that wasn't the first thing you were thinking of.
Oh, no, not like DJI didn't do it the last year. Anyway.
Yeah.
All right, so last week we talked about sinkholes because obviously sinkholes are an important thing. And I made mention of the fact that there was a Mexican sinkhole recently that had formed. But what I didn't realize is that there was another story.
Yeah.
A drone footage recently taken of that sinkhole, which they have banned flights over this sinkhole now. But drone footage recently of that sinkhole found that the house nearby, 2 of the dogs were trapped inside the sinkhole.
No, not the muffins! No! You muffins! Are they going to be all right? Tell me they're okay. Look at them barking.
Yes.
Help me. Oh, muffins. I love dogs.
So the dogs' names are Spike and Spay, and they had fallen into the pit, and they had been there for almost 3 days. Along the rim on the inside of this 400-foot sinkhole.
Aww.
Rescue workers weren't able to reach the dogs initially because the ground around the hole kept collapsing. Finally, one of the firefighters decided that he was just going to risk it all, and he was able to go down and get harnesses on the dogs, and they were able to lift them back up to safety.
That is awesome. And what was the dog's name? Is Spay?
Yeah, one Spike and one Spay.
What country was this?
Mexico.
Oh, okay. Does Spay mean something different in Mexican or
no idea?
Spanish? Okay, all right.
Oh, yes. And this one, Ken, is the one that I know will cheer you up because there is nothing that you love more. Nothing that you crave more in this world than FPV footage done by Johnny FPV and Porsche.
Ooh, boy, everybody, check this out. Johnny freaking FPV! What's he doing now? What's that man doing?
This is part of a Porsche Taycan Cross Turismo commercial.
And by the way, Sean, please tell Jeff how to properly pronounce it.
Porsche.
There you go. Don't want to get the Brits mad. It's not Porsche. It's Porsche. It's Porsche. It's Porsche.
Yeah.
All right.
So this footage is from the new, I guess, promotional thing that they're doing with the Cross Turismo. This is the EV version of the car and showing off its ability to handle extreme heat or cold. And obviously, the only way you could do that is with Johnny FPV.
Heck yeah, man. Look at that. Johnny, go Johnny. You crazy. You so crazy, Johnny. Oh, look at that. And what's the name of the car there, Jeff?
It's a Porsche.
That's it. Woo! Man, that is fantastic. Johnny freaking FPV. Man, gotta love that guy. All right.
Or down in Texas, we call those cars, oh my God, you see that?
You call them cars foreign?
Yeah, they're Porsches. It just drove by.
Here, what's the name of the city where you live, Jeff?
Magnolia.
Magnolia. In Magnolia, Texas, a Porsche is known as a not Ford. Awesome, Jeff. Well, thank you so very much for that wonderful news.
Glad you enjoyed it, sir.
Thanks for stopping by. Now get out.
All right. Gotta love that, Jeff.
Hell yeah.
And now here's Sean with the first joke of the evening.
Oh, do you know I don't actually have any jokes ready?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you've seen the show before, right? You know how it works, right?
Yeah, I think is this Tuesday Night Live?
Mm-hmm. Oh man.
Okay. Is it? No.
Now, while he scrambles and looks for a joke, I will mention once again that our guest tonight is going to be Jay Hamon, and he is one of the original aerial photographers that didn't use drones. He actually went up with his camera. That's crazy.
Actually did work.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
And now here's Sean with an awesome joke.
Completely off the cuff, of course.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I saw a guy spill all his Scrabble letters on the road.
Yeah.
I asked him, what was the word on the street?
Alexa, tell me a joke.
Why did the kitties stop eating carbs?
Why?
They were on the Catkins diet.
I think yours was better.
Which is really sad.
That is sad. Now I'm gonna bring in our guest. I know he's watching. If you'll just wait a minute, Jay, we're gonna bring you in. But first, I wanted to share something with you from Mark. This is from Mark. He sent this in. If you want to send in videos, not a lot of videos this week, but if you want to send one in for next week, you can. And it doesn't have to be spectacular. It just has to be cool. And you just have to want to share it. That's all. Ken Heron upload at gmail.com. Send me a streaming link like YouTube or Vimeo. Don't send me a big, huge honking file because my computer goes, nah. All right. So this is from Mark. He says, hey, Ken, just thought I would send you a pic from your favorite place. We are down for the week. Does anybody know, Sean, do you know, superfan, where my favorite place on the earth is?
Oh, do you know? I don't think I do. Your personal favorite place on the earth.
Yes, if I could
have
afford to live
been
there, I would. Oh yeah, I used to live there.
Oh,
that place is Ocean City, New Jersey.
Oh, of course.
And this is Playland. This is 10th and Boardwalk, and looks like dusk. And that is actually where I used to work as a kid. I'm going to zoom in here. They had a fire. You can still see where they had that fire. That little place there that is looks missing up by the boardwalk. That whole place burnt down over the winter, and they almost lost the whole park. But luckily they saved it, and they were able to open this summer. And I thank Mark for sending that picture. And it reminded me, I got thinking about New Jersey and Ocean City, New Jersey, and just being a kid there growing up. And I found some old video that was shot on a big over-the-shoulder camera. You're about to see a 19-year-old Ken in 1985.
Wow.
In Ocean City, New Jersey. Now, what I'm doing, it's illegal to do there now. They've outlawed what you're about to see. And I used to work in a bakery in Philadelphia. I made challah bread and rolls and everything. And the stale bread I would save up. They would give to me, and I put it in the back of my car, my hatchback, the whole back end. And I'd go down and I'd feed the seagulls at the shore. The 2-hour drive with stale bread in the car. And awesome. So here that is. Me and my buddy George went down there one year and played a round of bread baseball. Enjoy this. I think I look exactly the same. That's me.
Throw your wang out there, Ken.
There's my wang. Bam! Yeah, they outlawed feeding the seagulls.
I could see why, especially turning up with a boot full of it, a trunk full of it.
Yeah.
Bam.
So then, of course, we started throwing rolls at each other, and I said, no, let's get this organized. I'll set up a home plate. Look how freaking skinny I was. I'll set up a home plate, which is a giant roll, and then he was off camera throwing rolls at me, and I was using a French bread as a bat. And it worked pretty well for a while. But it kind of devolved after a while to him just wanting to hit me. and then he's a big guy. You'll see him here in a second. He was 6'2" and like 500 pounds. You'll see him here in a minute, old George. So there we go. I'm trying to get it inside the park home run. I think I bunt here in a minute. Yeah, there's a bunt. I'm like, slow down there, Ace. Bam. And then I threw the bat at him. Then it was on. Then I was like, all right, the hell with this. And then here comes George. Just said, that's it. Game over. Good times. 1985.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I was 19 years old. I look the same. I look the same. Don't I? I look exactly the same.
100%. Where did the years go?
Where did they go? Who knows? Thank you, everybody. I see so many super chats. Should we mention them very quickly? Are you nodding?
Yes, sorry, I was nodding, yes.
Okay. Let's go ahead and mention the people who support the show. 2 new members tonight. Thank you very much. The goal each stream is 10 new members. And we recorded tonight new members-only content, as we do each and every week. And it's quite revealing this time.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's really interesting. We get a real history lesson from Jeff.
Yeah.
As well, actually.
He waxed poetic about many things. So 2 new members so far. TMC3D, thank you so much for the $15 super chat. Happy TNL, everyone. Here's to another great show, he says. TMC3D, big supporter of the show. Thank you very, very much. Quentin Thompson, new member. Thank you very much, Quentin. He just joined the Pigeon Jerky Gang. Now I have different tiers, and the Pigeon Jerky Gang is a mid-tier. Thank you so very much. And Ian Whiting, I just had my eyes checked yesterday. I didn't say I don't have glaucoma, but who knows. Ian Whiting just became a member of the Heron Birds. Thank you so much. And the Drone Dad with the $20 super chat. Cheer up, Ken. It's a great day. And I'm now off work tomorrow since it's a federal holiday, so I'm going to go fly some sunrise stuff. Oh, that's awesome. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Is this a super chat train? Has the train left the station? Oh, I don't believe it. We'll see how long this train is. Thank you, guys. Oh, I'm starting to cheer up now. Artco Drone Solutions. Art out there in California, my late fee due to I was in the ER last week. Oh, no. I'm sorry. I hope you're okay, Art. He was probably in there just getting his, he recently got his breast enhanced. So they were probably lopsided. He probably just had one aired up.
Yeah, but
I'm sure he's fine. Thank you, Art. Media Mike, 7691. Media Mike, thank you so much. $20. Hello, Ken and Sean. Looking forward to a great TNL. Well, I hope it's been okay so far. Now, here is Sean with a special message for Media Mike. Go.
There's a very, very special kind of mic to me that is a media mic. And that's you, Media Mike.
Oh,
Thank
yes.
you.
That was heartfelt. That was heartfelt. Thank you. Leonard Oglesby, my goodness, $5. Thank you very much. There he goes, blaming Henry for a good date gone bad. Yes, that's when I was talking about my blemish here, which is a scratch from my dog. It's not a soul patch. I'm not trying to be super cool. And I don't know if you can see it over here. There we go. Got another scratch under here from my little blind dog, but I don't blame him. I blame the blindness. We were playing too hard. Mappers2 with a $3 super sticker. Thank you so much, Mappers2. Ben T, who always gives plenty. Much appreciated with the $10. This is a super chat simulation. Oh, well. Well, when the real thing comes along, we'll just have to see. Jay Young with $10. I need eyes. Yes, this is you can get your eyeballs this way. I've got the eyeballs for. Where are those eyeballs? I got eyeball decals you can put on your drone, and these keep the birds away. These actually work, don't they, Sean?
They do, yes.
Yes.
I believe they come with the Kelly Green 100% satisfaction
That's
guarantee.
right. These are guaranteed that you put these on your drone, and they will scare away the birds, because the birds, they think it's another bird. And so, they're like, oh, I don't want to mess with that crazy bird, and they leave you alone. And the Kelly Green guarantee is that if your drone crashes while it has the eyeballs on, he will buy you another one. And that is another set of eyeballs, not a drone.
Yeah, a karma.
A karma. Yeah, you'll get your free karma. WHM3, $20. Here's to another great TNL night. Thank you so much, WHM. Can I call you WHM for short? It seems so formal, WHM3. I'll call you W. WH. Philip Koshat. Oh, we've been Koshatted. There is Koshat all over the walls, all over the ceiling. It's all over the place, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much, Philip. $5. Good thoughts. You will get your car soon. Everything. Enjoying the show, Ken. Oh, good. Yes. I just don't feel complete without my wacky RX-8. I do miss it. I miss that car more than I miss some people. Is that terrible? That's terrible of me to say.
No, I'm with you there completely. I love my cars.
But
I'm 100.
It's true. Yeah. Although that car has let me down as much as some women. Brad Alston, River City RVA, $5. Train, he says. All right, we got the train going. Hit the like button, Michael Osborne says with the $5. Thank you so much. D&D Aerial Views, Keith, hey man, how you doing? $5. Don't let anyone say I missed the train. No, you're aboard, and we're on the booze car right now. Little Sharp Beauchart, that's Jordan, that's Mr. Beauchart's son, with a Canadian $5, which spends like real money, I hear. Well, if the train is about to leave, I'm hopping on. There you go. Please hold on to the bar. Sergio Saldana with a $2.60. Hey guys, sorry it's not more. That is just fine. And now here is your personalized message from Sean. This is for Sergio.
Mr. Saldana, Sergio, if I can call you that. Every single cent, every single dollar counts. Never apologize. Your support of the channel is genuinely and hugely appreciated. Absolutely.
Your $2.60 will take me 1.2 miles in my rotary engine. It doesn't get good gas mileage. El Smeghead with a 20-pounder. Thank you, El Smeghead. You rock, Ken. No, sir, you rock. Smoking Sea Cow, which is just a great name. $5. I hope there's smoking allowed on this train. Yes, you're allowed to smoke on this train. You can smoke anything you want. TMC 3D with another $15. Soul Scratch. That's right. This is my Soul Scratch. Thank you. And thank you for the scratch, sir. Wow, this is a long train. Rob Agnew, Drone Rob with the $5. Hopping on the train, he says. Thanks for hopping on. Newfoundland Drones with a Canadian $10 super sticker. We got a little alligator guy, the thumbs up. Eric Swanson. Hey, Eric, good to see you, man. $5. So glad it's TNL night. Best live show on the YouTubes, and it means tomorrow is Friday. That is exactly right. And Jeff, you don't have to pay to be on here, bud, but we appreciate it. Jeff Sills with the $5. Thanks, Jeff. Which I think he's just trying to remind me I owe him for his news salary. Michael H with the $5. Evening, everyone. Sorry for being late. Got caught up working on a new video. Hopefully might make next week's TNL. Well, thanks for letting us know, Michael H. Man, it's so good to see all these familiar names in here each and every week. Great place to hang out with you guys. Joe Blaylock with a $19.99. What's it going to take to put you in this thing? In this live stream? Just $19.99. I'll include the undercarriage coating for that. Choo-choo. Let's keep it going. Genesee. Hey, Genesee. She's up in New York with a $9.99. Thank you, Genesee. Hope to see you soon in Nashville. Hard to resist that choo-choo train. Here's something to keep your hair short for those heady landings. Yes, I landed my Mini 2 on my head. And you know, about 17 people said, you should have been wearing a graduation hat. And so I bought a graduation hat, and I'm going to try it again. in the next lesson.
Awesome.
Matt Bugby, aerial photography, $5. I talked to Teespring. Great guys. My shirt is finally on the way. Okay, good. He ordered a shirt, a Heron aerial shirt on Teespring, and I think they set him a pent rock or something, but they got it straightened out. Can you still buy a pet rock? Does anybody know what those are?
Rock?
Who's not
That
over
would be
50?
awesome.
Anyway. And just rounding out here, we got Gums and Noses, which is a great username. Thank you very much for the $5. That's from Australia. Evening all, remain cool and happy wherever you are. It's TNL after all. Texas Arch Drone Guy. I don't know if I've ever seen him before. Welcome and thank you for the $5. Looking forward to Minefield. Oh yes. Minefield. This is a good time to mention it. Is happening. This is a meet. It's a free meet. It happens in Brownsville, Tennessee, Saturday, August 21st. This will be the second year. Sean is going to fly in. He's going to jet in on the Concorde from the UK, right, Sean? You coming? You coming?
If you would let me in the country, I'd be there with bells on.
Okay, if we get enough super chats, maybe, you know.
Hey, yeah, I'm down.
No, I'm just kidding. You don't have to do that. But you'll be there in spirit.
No, but in all seriousness, if the things are open, I will be there 100%.
That would be fantastic.
If
great.
travel is available, I really want to go to Minefield. I want to experience that place from an artistic point of view as well. The work he's put in, it's kind of on my mini bucket list.
Yeah, for those who don't know, Minefield is the largest metal sculpture in Tennessee. It takes up 2 city blocks, and it's a perfect FPV drone flying anything wonderland. And you'll come to Minefield healthy. You'll leave with tetanus. It's awesome. And T-Bird FPV with the $5. Thank you. Don't tell Bardwell. Oh, are you cheating on Bardwell with me? I watch Bardwell's stream sometimes, and I comment and I'll super chat, say hey. There's like, I don't know how much of an audience we share, but there are some people that watch both he and I.
Yeah.
But thank you, T-Bird. I won't tell him. Mr. FPV, hey man, I know you're going to be out there at Minefield. $10 from him. Choo choo, love you, mean it. I think Mr. FPV was the one and only guy to fly through the drainage pipe with a whoop that had water in it at the very end. Anubis Arts, TJ Grady, my goodness, this train won't end. $10 for the Band-Aids for the next headland. Yeah, my finger's okay. It was more bloody than anything. It looked like someone got murdered out there. And Leonard Oglesby, bringing up the caboose. Thank you, Leonard, very much, and thank you, everyone. We'll check back and see if there's another train towards the end of the show. He said, I thought your new house band was Putrid Swing Groin. Yes, it was, but then I showered. All right, so now here is Sean with another joke. As I bring in our guest, Jay Hamon.
Did you hear about the actor who fell through the floorboards?
No.
He was just going through a stage.
That's pretty good. You got another one? Give me a better one.
Give you a better one than that?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you hear about the claustrophobic astronaut?
No.
He just needed a little space.
That's all right. That's okay, I guess. All right. So we're expecting our buddy here, Jay. Ladies and gentlemen, I do believe we've got him. Hey, welcome to the show, my friend. Can you hear me? Jay, come in, Jay. Can you hear me, bud? Oh, he's listening to the lag. He's listening to the lag and not Skype. You've got to listen to Skype, sir. Not if you can hear me or see me. And he's gone. And he's there. Can you hear me, sir? Can you hear me? Hello, can you see me? And Sean?
Blink twice and we'll send help.
Okay. Can you see me? Can you see me? Oh my good Lord. We tested this earlier. Jay, can you hear me? I can't blame Wirecast for this. All right, I'm going to call you back. And now here's Sean with another joke. And the punchline is, Skype is a joke.
Skype, yes, indeed. Why don't scientists trust atoms?
Why?
Because they make up everything.
I've heard that before, but that is funny. That is funny. All right, we're calling him back. We're calling him back here. Now, he's never used Skype before, so it could be something's going on with that.
Yeah.
Anyway, Sean, any more rumors about the Mavic 3?
We had some pictures come out with some really strange sort of almost laddered gimbal where you could change the camera. I don't think they're real, so I think there's been a lot of fake rumors, which I suppose a rumor isn't purporting to be real, but there's been a lot of dodgy rumors, I would say. But I think we should start seeing something quite soon. Obviously, we've got the DJI Mini SE coming out very soon, and I would expect if the Mavic 3 is going to happen this year, we should start to see some telltale FCC filings and leaks and that type of thing within the next month or so.
What is the SE all about? What, it's just a cheaper version, or what is it? What is it supposed to be?
Yeah. It's basically going to get you into when you're saying, hey, what do we need to do to get you into this live stream? Well, that's basically what DJI is saying about their Mini, and they're going to put it's going to be 2.7K. It's only going to have 2.4 gigahertz. It's basically an even watered down version, but with the new controller, and it's only going to be $299, which is a cheap way of getting into droning with a reliable manufacturer that many of us trust.
I'm emailing Jay,
which is exciting.
It is exciting.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to get one, but that's a good option.
Yeah, no, I really think that it's going to be a great way for it's kind of going to be. Ken Dono did a video where he had sort of like a drug dealer thing at the end, where he was sort of like DJI trying to push their sort of gateway drone onto us, basically saying, "Go on, it's just a cheap little drone. Go on,
everybody's doing it. If you're cool, you'll get one. Come on,
don't worry.
You
about
want to be a cool kid, right? Just try it. Just try it once. Just try it once."
Yeah, exactly. So I think it's kind of like that it's going to bring people into the hobby, which of course is wonderful. The Mini one was a great drone. I mean, the Mini 2 has blown us away, but the Mini one was a great drone at the time. So I think it's going to be cool, and it has the little orange tips on the propellers like the Mini 2, so you can kind of feel like it. It's kind of like getting a Porsche with a VW engine in it. Is it going to be
the same weight?
It's still going to be sub 249. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what it actually weighs, because of course there's been disparity between the different it's sort of the Mini to the Mini 2, and now the Mini SE has been sort of different weights and things.
Yeah.
But I think it's certainly I would expect Mini SE, Mavic 3, whatever they end up calling it, because I don't think it would be called the Mavic 3, and then maybe the Mini 3 towards Christmas.
Yeah. Jay, if you're watching the stream, stop it. And if you can hear me, I emailed you. I'm determined to make this happen because he's very interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. We're looking forward to this.
I tell you what we're going to do. Jay, if you can hear me, I'm going to play some viewer videos and we'll try you back in a little bit. Okay?
Awesome.
All right. Because he's a very interesting guy and I want to talk with him. So get your Skype sorted and we'll call you back. All right. There we go. All right. So let's play. I'm sorry about that. I can't blame Wirecast for this one.
Well, you could. I could. I think you've backed up enough.
You know what? When you think about it, you can blame Wirecast for everything. Stub your toe? Freaking Wirecast. You know? Fail that STD test? Damn Wirecast. All right. So let's start with this one. This is from Max Air 420. Don't understand what the 420 is. Do you have any idea, Sean? I don't know what that would be.
I think that might be like the number of the street that he lives at.
That's got to be it.
Are you playing a Max Air 420 video?
I am.
I love this guy. I talk about him on my channel a lot. He is skilled.
Yes.
Skilled. He's a really great flyer. And that's so great you're sharing one of his videos.
He is. And this is a video of him kind of doing his impression of Johnny FPV. He's following some drift cars. I've got a dirt track near me. I'm going to go out there and do this for the dirt track people. But recently I went and I did follow some drifters at night.
Ooh.
Yeah, and that was a special moment because they couldn't really see me. The drone I used didn't have lights on it. But yeah, it was interesting, and you can see here that they have light poles, and all the light poles have wires in between. So that's another consideration that you have to. There's a Mazda. Yeah.
And you know, look at the followers he's got. This guy should be over, you know, a few thousand followers.
Yeah.
He's got mad skills.
I mean, he should have a lot of 420 people following him. But you know what? They're gonna follow him. Like, you know.
I mean,
give me a minute.
Perhaps they were like gonna follow him, and then they're like, okay, I'll probably do that later. Yeah,
I'll do it tomorrow. I mean, I can follow him today, or I can follow him tomorrow, bro. It doesn't matter, bro. It's all cool. It's all cool, man. I was gonna do it, but I couldn't get to the computer. I was trapped in my poncho.
I'm gonna move my mouse across the screen and stuff, you know.
Come on, you know, pot smokers wear ponchos. You know, if you call yourself a pothead, you know you've got a selection of ponchos in the closet. But this is really cool. I gotta do more of this.
Yeah, it's just so skillful.
It's so tempting to want to hop in that sunroof, you know? Yeah! Good stuff. Good stuff.
Awesome.
Thank you very much. All right, I'm going to play one more video, and then we'll see if Jay has worked out his Skyping skills. All right? So, Sean, I know you like trains. Do you like trains?
Oh, yes.
I'm going to give you a choice. Do you want to see a video about trains? Or do you want to see a video about trains? Pick one.
Oh, man.
Pick one, buddy. Trains or just to change it up, trains. So trains or trains?
Okay. I think on balance, I really like trains.
Right.
I really like trains.
Yeah.
But I think I'm going to go for trains.
Good choice.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. So this is from someone who has a great username. This is from Benjamin, aka ET Drone Home. That's awesome. That's awesome. He says, "Hey Ken, I thought I'd send you this short clip of a train passing through a spot in Kentucky I know you're familiar with, High Bridge, Kentucky." Oh, I know that place. This is a great place. I think I've flown there. Yeah. High Bridge, Kentucky.
Likely the light of mine will burn out in the mountains where I spend my rambling years. I paid my sins from the poor traveling days. Oh Lord, please, can't you hear my prayers? So I rode my body up the mountain to a place where I can sit my rocking chair. I rode my body up the mountain, and I'm never going back again, I swear. Most likely the son of mine will be found in the mountains where I'm born and raised. I paid my duty, it's the sunny side cutie. Oh Lord, hear the sorrow in my heart.
Everybody!
So I rode my body up the mountain to a place where I can sit in my rocking chair.
Oh yeah!
I rode my body up the mountain, and I'm never going back again, I swear.
I swear. Up the mountain. Sean, is that you on the harmonica? Woo!
Is that how you hold one? I had to think there for a second.
Yeah!
Yeah.
That was awesome. Thank you so much for sending that in. That was great. That was great. And by the way, that music, guess what it was? Can you guess what it was?
Was it crap?
It was not crap. It was Epidemic Sound. In fact, he says in the email, it says the music source is crap. So I changed it. So there you go. Epidemic is not epidemic. It is, in fact, crap. There you go. All right. So I guess we should go ahead and we just saw a video about trains. We should probably go ahead and watch a video about trains.
Okay. It only seems fair.
Yeah. And then after we get that done, we're going to try Jay again. Okay?
Awesome. This is really. Are you not getting lifted up by these awesome viewer videos? This is really starting to get my blood pumping and stuff. This is awesome.
Oh, I love seeing them, and I wish people would send me more. Please send me more. Okay, you can send them here. KenHeronUpload@gmail.com. Make sure you include your music source. Okay, YouTube gets its pennies in a wad if I play something that's like, wow, here's my video. I'm going around the tower 1,000 times to AC/DC. Woo! So, use Epidemic. All right. So this is from SKS Video Guy, a.k.a. Scott. He says, hey, Ken, here's my latest video. It's about trains. Yay! Because everybody likes trains, right? Right. Yes. It features the Ma and Pa Railroad and the Rockville Bridge. I used 2 drones to film it, an original Mavic Air and an Air 2S. Music is by Epidemic, so it's not crap. Way to go. Hope you like it. Love your show. Keep up the good work. SKS Video Guy. Here's more trains. Oh, man, that looks like a model train set. Is that HO scale?
I think so.
I love these little out-of-the-way places where people have kind of gathered up all this old train technology and just kind of have them there, rather than letting them rot somewhere. It looks like you can go visit this place. That's nice. Oh, yeah. See, now, I would be tempted to power loop the train.
I got him.
I would, I would totally be tempted to power loop the train. And I think we've got Jay on standby. Stand by, Jay. Go under the bridge, up and over the train and back under the bridge again. Over the water. Now that's a challenge.
Do it.
You have to wait around a while to actually find a train to go over one of these bridges. And he did it. And it was worth it. Very, very good. Thank you so much for sending that in. That was Scott, SKS Video Guy. And now, finally, ladies and gentlemen, he's here. It's Jay. Hey, welcome to the show, sir.
I made it.
You did. You made it. Thank you for making time for us, sir. And where are you in the world?
Frankfort, Kentucky.
Frankfort, Kentucky. And the reason why we know each other is because you sent me an email talking about my flight over the Capitol, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you were going to use it on a website or something? What do you want to use it for?
Hopefully a new show I'm working on. It's still in the works, a music show.
Okay. Is it going to be on your YouTube channel?
Yeah, it'll be on Hamon Video on my YouTube channel.
Okay. And there's a link in the description to his YouTube channel, and I encourage you to check it out and subscribe. That would be very nice of you guys. Now, when you mentioned that you were an aerial photographer, I was like, oh, what kind of drone do you have? And then he's like, oh, no. He was a real aerial photographer. And you worked for, who did you work for there in Kentucky?
I worked for the Kentucky Natural Resources as an aerial videographer.
Okay. And you actually sent me some video that I'll share now. We can talk about what we're seeing here. And you actually, so when you're talking about aerial, you were in this helicopter on
Correct.
a regular basis. And you had the door open and you were hanging out the side with a camera.
We started out that way before we got the gimbal underneath the chopper. It was all handheld out the window. But once we got the gimbal, it was a different thing.
Yeah, you could close the door and not worry about falling out. But initially, what kind of camera did you have? And what was that like, hanging out the window doing that?
Handheld Sony camcorders basically is what we were using before the gimbal came along.
What year did the gimbal happen?
Around 2004, we went to Colorado, had it installed, and got it all working. It took a whole lot of coordination. It wasn't easy as to fly as sticking a camera out the window.
Right.
It took a whole lot of coordination between the pilot and myself to get techniques worked out. But we were flying coal mines for reclamation and mining activities. So we worked it out. It worked pretty good.
Yeah, and I just can't. You know, in older TV shows and stuff like 70s and 80s, you'll see aerial footage, even in movies, and it's all like kind of shaky. You know, they either did it from a fixed wing or from a helicopter. Let me show you an example. This is. Do you remember? You remember the TV show Newhart?
Uh-huh.
Okay, Newhart had some aerial stuff in it. This is Newhart, and you can see this is pre-gimbal. This is a dude in a plane, clearly, just hanging out. Look, we'll shoot Vermont. But it's all kind of like these days you take the gimbal for granted. And then you look back at some of this stuff and you're like, something's wrong here. You know? You just, these days, I mean, there's gimbals on everything. They're a dime a dozen. But I have some fun facts for everybody. The Steadicam, which was not a gimbal, it was invented in 1975 by cameraman Garrett Brown. Have you heard of him? No. Okay. And then the glide cam. You know what a glide cam is?
Yes.
Yeah. That was invented by Philip Stevens in 1991. So pre 1975, at least. And I don't know about aerial photography. Let me just. And you just saw that footage from 1986, right? Okay. So this is footage from a plane in Chicago in 1914. This is aerial footage that was done in 1914. It's colorized now, but you can see the wacky propeller that they're using on whatever plane they're in. But this is the kind of, let me fast forward it here. This is the kind of wobbly, shaky footage that you just got used to. And it's not that much different from many, many years later on the Newhart show. So gimbals, man, that's a game changer. But so
Yep.
on your job for a while, and I want to talk about that pre-cool gimbal that you had on the helicopter. I'm just fascinated with the fact that you had the door open and you had that camera hanging from the ceiling of the helicopter. Is that right?
Correct. It used to be a medical helicopter, so there was a plasma hook at the roof of the helicopter. We hung bungee cords off of it and mounted the camera. For $5, it worked pretty good.
So you had it on a bungee cord.
Right.
Wow. And that was a damper, right?
Once you pull the camera down and takes the vibrations out, it worked pretty good for $5.
Heck yeah. That what a great idea. And what kind of equipment did you guys edit on back then?
Well, we started with VHS, Super VHS, Mini DV, before digital came along.
Yeah. Now I have some images here. These are stills over Kentucky?
Various stills in Kentucky, correct?
Yeah. And this is all taken from a helicopter?
Correct.
Do you have any drones yourself now? Or are you?
Phantom 3 is all I have right now.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with
It's
that
an
at all.
old Phantom 3.
Yeah, Phantom 3 is a very respectable drone. It's very respectable. Sean, do you have any questions?
Yeah, you were talking about obviously the switch over to the new tech with the gimbal at the bottom, etc. But it almost sounded like you when you look back that you were sort of almost more romantic about the more handheld sort of opening the door and the the $5 gimbal, as it were, with the cable. Is that right? Did you almost prefer the earlier days?
Well, it's weird you caught on to that because it did work pretty good. The gimbal really smoothed things out, but in the long run, bungee cords work pretty daggone good.
Yeah.
And I guess you felt more like a cameraman when you're actually holding the camera, right?
Right. Due to maintenance problems that we had with the system, it had to go back to Sweden every time it needed to be worked on. And when it did, we went back to the bungee cords. So we got to the point finally where it was inoperable, and the bungee cords were still there.
So you were using this thing. This looks very expensive, and then the bungee cord when that wasn't working.
Right.
And and what is that called? Because I think I did a little research. The Cineflex Heli Gimbal was developed by the BBC in 2006, Sean, for the Planet Earth series. So it wasn't that long ago. This is all new technology.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It was a Polytech system, and it was an old system when we bought it, but we were documenting natural resources, not making Hollywood film.
Right.
So the quality didn't matter as much, picture quality, as long as we could see everything sharp.
And you were telling me that how often did you go up for these jobs? Like how often?
Usually 2 to 3 days a week. Over and over again for 31 years.
Wow. And did you have any close calls? Anything of interest?
Always had close calls. Everybody has close calls. Worked with various different pilots. Most of them were retired. Well, they were veterans that had flown in Vietnam, and now they were flying me. And that was interesting to hear all their stories and get to fly with them and with their different techniques. So it was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's got to be pretty awesome. And you were telling me that being in the helicopter for that much has affected your hearing?
Yeah, it was. I sat underneath of the turbine engine in the rear cabin of the chopper, and after a while, even wearing earplugs and hearing protection, voice canceling headsets, it did affect my hearing.
And you were doing this for 31 years. I couldn't imagine that ever become boring. Did it ever become boring or routine?
Well, it was a neat job, but like everybody's job, it had its ups and downs.
There we go. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Helicopter joke.
That was funnier than Sean's joke. Sean, give me a helicopter joke.
That's a little bit too specific for 2 o'clock in the morning. Sorry.
Oh, you're right. It is 2 o'clock in the morning where he is. So you'll be forgiven for that.
But that one was very funny.
That was good. So is there any advice that you would like to give our drone pilots watching on how they can get better video or more cinematic video or just any advice about anything that you can impart to them? Give them some of your wisdom, sir, if you wouldn't mind.
The only advice I really could give you is follow your passion.
Yeah, that's great advice.
That's the best advice, because if you want to be there 31 years doing that kind of thing, then you better be liking your job.
Absolutely.
Like what you're doing.
Absolutely.
Were you into photography when you weren't at work? Is it still something that you enjoy doing?
Yes.
Excellent.
Yes.
Great. And can you play that bass guitar behind you?
Yes. Pretty good.
Yeah? Is it plugged in?
It's not plugged into anything.
Oh,
right now.
Okay. All right. Well, are you in a band?
Yes. Play with several different groups and trying to get restarted after the pandemic.
Okay. Well, good luck with that and with your YouTube channel. There's a link in the description. I urge everybody to check it out. And thank you so much for being on with us and imparting all your wisdom and talking about flying aerial photography like they used to.
That's cool. Thanks. Appreciate you having me.
Awesome. Very much. That is Jay Hamon. And there's links in the description. Sean, your thoughts?
That's awesome, because it is that thing, here in the UK, we used to have these people who would knock on the door, and they basically, from a small fixed wing, have taken photographs from a couple of hundred feet, or I suppose should be 500 feet in the air, and they were very, very popular. It was a big sort of it was kind of a cottage industry that was very popular for a good while there, and it's interesting because obviously now we have the drones, we just don't think of that kind of thing being used anymore, and he seemed to be really nostalgic and quite passionate about what sounded like a really cool job.
Yeah, you don't really think about, and they do, of course, still do that from helicopters for movies and things, but I think a lion's share of the aerial photography industry is done by drone, if it can be, just for cost reasons.
Absolutely.
But in places where you absolutely could not fly a drone, like if you ever see footage of Washington, D.C., You know that's from a helicopter.
Yeah,
You know
exactly.
what I mean? So awesome. Now that was fun to have him on.
It also reminded me of because the whole thing of him sort of leaning out the helicopter and that type of thing. Have you seen the helicopters that inspect the power lines, and they'll actually use the poles to take off the debris and that sort of thing?
Yeah.
That kind of thing just fascinates me. Obviously, I would never go near that kind of thing personally, but it's obviously such a dangerous job, and they do get people getting seriously hurt and deaths from that. And that kind of reminded me of that, the sort of the whole thing of just, how are we going to get this footage? How are we going to get this picture? How about we lean out of the helicopter with the door open and point the camera? And that innovation of just that little bungee cord acting as as almost like a little mini gimbal,
Right, like
is absolutely superb.
Somebody had that idea, like, oh man, the footage is bouncy. I can't hold the camera. What if bungee cord? All right, I'll head to Kmart or whatever mart it was back then.
Exactly, and they kept coming back to it as well when this sophisticated machine at the bottom kept breaking. It was okay, back to the bungee cord.
Right, and you have to know, like, at some point, okay, you have Wilbur and Orville Wright. They had their first flight. I wonder how long after that was the first dude to go, hey, why don't we put a camera in this flying thing and see what it looks like from up there? Right?
Yeah, exactly. Well, I know World War I was obviously a big sort of growth area, and that from the point of view of reconnaissance and that type of thing.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. And what about all that Zeppelin footage?
Oh yeah.
Because they didn't all of them didn't burn up. They had many years of successful Zeppelin flights.
Yeah, that was literally one of the worst PR jobs in aviation, and I think if that hadn't happened, there's a good chance we'd have seen a iteration of that going on for many more years.
Lighter than air aircraft would still be around today. Two things, just as a side note. One, if the Hindenburg crash wasn't filmed, like if it could still happen, but we had to see it over and over and over and over and over. The humanity. If we didn't have that, plus if helium was less expensive, the only reason that really the Hindenburg was using hydrogen was because the United States didn't want to give Germany any of its helium, and we cornered the market on it. We're like, what? No. We'll keep our helium. They want to park in New Jersey with all that hydrogen? Oh no, that's cool, but we're not going to give them any. We'll let you fly around here with your huge bomb, but people were different, I guess, back then. But anyway, I digress. I hold in my hand the viewer video of the week, and it's from a regular viewer.
Awesome.
In an exotic location that I did not expect. So I'm just going to put this down here. And I've got a couple more viewer videos. Tonight's show may not be a 3-hour extravaganza, but right now, I do have a prize to give away. And that prize is... Where's that prize? Where's that? Sean, your show while I go get the prize. Stand by.
Okay, sir. Well, thank you guys for joining us. We got 371 people. This is my second live show of the evening. I was live on my own channel earlier on, which was an awful lot of fun.
Leave him alone for a minute, and he starts talking about himself. All right.
Well, hey, I am a YouTuber.
Yeah, I know. Oh, what? Oh, I'm left alone? Okay. Don't watch this. Don't watch this one. Watch mine. So, yeah, I know. All right. So, the prize tonight is this little toy drone. Look at this little thing. Look at this little guy. I got another one of these things. Let me see how you. No, you got to do this for. It's a fake Mavic. It's a Favic. It's a toy, but it flies. It's got a camera on it, and it's not that too terribly bad. It's got fake downward-facing camera, fake sensors. These don't do anything. They're just plastic. But look, it looks like it has sensors, doesn't it?
It does.
Right? Okay. Check this out. The antennas, boop, boop, fake. There's no wires in them. There's no reason to put them up. But it still flies, even though it's lying to you about everything. I don't like toy drones that lie. They can do anything with plastic. You know,
Exactly. I mean, it's one of those kind of ones where they've made it and to say, make it look good in the pictures on online so we can sell lots of them for $50.
Do you know how many toy drones I would have if I was all about toy drones? Yeah. Companies are like, hey, we got another toy drone. I'm like, do I think I'm better than that? Yeah.
Yeah. I know what you mean. I get quite a few of them turn up myself, and you just kind of look at them, and you hope one day to find one that will be fairly decent. But in the beginning, I started to take them out and started to fly them, and is that okay? And I'm like, no, come on, stop.
Here's how it works, and this is true with a lot of products from China and other manufacturers around the world. One company will make a drone that looks like this, okay? And then there'll be a bunch of resellers who will stamp their logo on it. It'll be the same exact drone, but it'll be like the H101-2, from Larico. Here's the Larico H101-2, right? But then the same drone will have somebody else's logo on it. It's Scott's drone, that kind of thing. But anyway, it flies. You're not going to cry if you ruin it. But that's what I'm giving away. I don't even know what this one's called. I'm sure it has a stupid name. It does. It does.
It has a cool case.
No, it's not a cool. No. The case is worth more than the drone probably. Anyway, I'm not selling it that well, am I? This is the SG-108. I mean, that's if it's not a SG-108, then it's probably garbage like the rest of them. But anyway, so how are we going to give this away? I don't want to do a pick me. Let's do something. Let's do something interesting. I'm going to involve Geeks Vana. I'm going to involve your channel. Okay. So I'm going to go to your channel. I'm not sharing it on purpose. And I'm going to pull up a video. Oh, you're not that far away from 10,000 subscribers.
I'm getting there, thank you. Yes. Thank you for everybody for your support.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not that one.
No, not that one. No, not that one. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. And freeze. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to there we go. There's full screen. I can't do it without showing the answer. Yeah, I'll do it anyway, okay? So, there's the answer. Okay, did you see it?
I did, yeah.
Did you? Do you know which video that is?
I do.
Okay, so first person to say what video, the title, the full title of that video will win this toy drone. This is on Sean's channel. Now don't stop watching the stream to go to his channel. Open it up in a new window or another device. I'll show it to you one more time. You ready? Oh, so fast. Bip. Ooh. Was that enough time to read it? All right. So Sean, let me know when someone gets the correct answer. All right.
Yeah, just hit the subscribe button while you're over there.
Man, you are the consummate salesman. All right.
Akira Show, Downton Abbey. I love that.
Yeah, everything's Downton Abbey. So let me know.
Interestingly, they did film The Mummy 2 at that location.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and they CG'd the big church.
Well, don't give people hints. You want them to go to your channel and not do research. Google The Mummy.
Yeah, I mean that's nothing to do. They will not get the title from The Mummy.
Oh, okay. So the title. Make sure you're in live chat and not top chat, because then there will be trouble right here.
And it was actually a pre-Geeks Vana video as well. That's back when I didn't do this for any kind of intent.
Is there anybody getting it?
Yes, I think we have one.
All right.
The first one I can see is Gregory Hurst.
All right. Congratulations,
Hello,
Gregory Hurst, and the correct title is. Go ahead and say the name.
Waverley Abbey Ruins, Second Visit.
Yes. So, where is this? Tell me about it.
This is in Farnham, in Surrey, and this was actually one of the first monasteries in the UK. It dates back to a ridiculously old era, and it was actually destroyed, I believe, by one of the kings of England because he didn't want the particular religious sect to gain popularity. But as I say, it was actually filmed. The Tom Cruise remake was filmed here. The part where the plane crashes. And the mummy escapes, and they CG'd in this massive church in the background, which isn't even there.
Wow, some of these places. Wait, let me go over here to the other place. This place here just looks like an FPV Wonderland. Could I fly over here and power loop that, or would that be frowned on? Well, see, because that little circle thing,
I couldn't do this flight now. I couldn't actually do this flight now, technically. So it would depend on the time of day and where you took off from.
Look at that hole in the floor. You can dive that. That looks like fun.
Yeah. I actually flew my Parrot Bebop through that hole.
You did?
Yeah, I went upwards through it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right. Well, was that a fun contest? That was a fun contest.
That was fun.
All right.
Thank you.
So, did I mention you pay shipping? I did mention. Did I mention that?
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, that's
if you're in the United States,
unspoken rule.
If you're in the United States, I'll pay for shipping. If you're in Uganda, sorry, you pay for it. I'm not paying what's more than what the drone's worth to send it to you. But if you really want it, it's yours. All right. Do we have any Ugandan viewers? Let me know in the chat. And by the way, I've been really enjoying talking to these international people. We had someone from Russia recently talk with us, and we had another guy from Iran. And so, if you're in a country that you haven't been featured on TNL, or you just want to have a voice, you have interesting drone laws there, please email me and talk with us. I think I have some people from Turkey going to be on. Some Turkish people.
Ooh, yeah. Very cool.
Ken Heron upload at gmail.com. All right. Let me know if you have any friends maybe that would want to be on the show and talk about it. Yes, Sean, you look like you're about to say something.
Just to interrupt very quickly. The prize winner, Gregory Hurst, is saying he'll actually donate it to anybody with a kid that will actually fly it. I was thinking maybe Jerry Calverley could use it as on with his students or something if Gregory's good with that, sort of as a tester.
Jerry's got enough drones.
Is it that bad?
He's got too many drones. He's got too. He's watching this going, no, man, I'll take it. No, all right, we'll talk later. We'll talk. That's very, very generous of you, Mr. Hurst. Appreciate it.
Nice one, Gregory.
All right, well, I guess we can go just finish out the videos here, but that was so exciting that I probably just need a moment in the Raz chamber. Let's go ahead and everyone dip the toes in the Raz chamber. I always feel a little bit awkward doing this accent in front of a genuine Brit. But that's all right, because here we are. It's an international tub of goo where we can all just take a moment and let the purple and blue goo permeate your being. And I'm talking in all the naughty places too. Yes, all up in there. Yes. Even in the places where it takes a series of mirrors to see. Now sit back and enjoy while Sean tells us the one and only rule here in the Raz.
Similar to the new rule with Henry not scratching your face, no farting in the Raz.
No farting in the Raz. Enjoy. Gums and noses. Gums and noses. You farted in the. I think that's your second time for farting in the Raz, sir. What happened there? What is your major malfunction, sir? What we have here is a failure to communicate. All right. Hey, do you want to go to the Smoky Mountains, Sean, or Taiwan?
Oh, Taiwan.
Taiwan?
Taiwan.
So to hell with the Smoky Mountains?
No, we can come back to the Smoky Mountains.
Nah. Did I mention that we're going to burn the one that we don't watch?
Oh, no.
No? Okay. No, we'll watch. I did that once. I actually lit it up here, and it smelled like fire forever, so I'm not going to do that.
Ouch.
Yeah. This is from our buddy Duncan Longden. He's the one that sends the Taiwanese super chats. And
he super chatted this evening, actually.
Yeah, I think so. And I always look at it, it's like NT, what? So I guess that's Taiwan? The nation of Taiwan? Is that what NT is?
I think it's New Taiwan Dollar.
Oh,
NT.
okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, he says, all right there, Ken, how is it in the States? During the lunar Chinese New Year, we had a little family vacation around central Taiwan. The island is blessing us with clear skies and views for miles. What else could I do but throw my Mavic 2 Pro up and capture all this goodness for your guys' eyes? Well, that's very nice. And then he goes on and says, I know you love the pronunciation game. Try getting your laughing gear around these as we visit Lugu. He says, Lugu, not something unwanted stuck in the toilet. And Ren as in Stimpy, and I as in I don't run with a stick. Okay, I'm glad he's got these tools here. And then one I can't pronounce. He says, sure, that rolls off your tongue just fine, but just in case, Her Huan Shan, like chandelier. Oh, what? What? His explanation I can't even pronounce. And finally, Lishan, which is Peach Mountain or something like that. Li Shan. Okay, same as before with the light fitting reference. Take it easy. Keep up the good work. Duncan Longden. All right? Duncan Longden. All right. So here it is. This is Taiwan, and it's beautiful. Enjoy. It really is about location, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
If you're in a location like this, just send the drone out, and that's it.
Yeah,
exactly. So you have to do. No fancy moves, nothing.
Oh wow.
I know that looked like a swastika on the chest of the thing, but I think that's a symbol that predates the Nazis. It was used by American Indians, I believe, and apparently the Taiwanese.
Yeah,
I don't know that for sure, but yeah. It's a pretty common symbol, actually. Wow, look at all that.
That's an incredible shot.
Woo! I would totally live on that house on the hill. Any one of these places.
Cool windmill.
Are there any places in Taiwan that doesn't have a hill? Hills and mountains. Wow. Oh, I love those kind of shots. Where the foreground makes the background disappear and you can see the
beautiful
shadow of the clouds. Wow. That is fantastic. Thank you very much, Duncan, for sending that in. That was very enjoyable. Did you like that?
That was awesome.
Sean, have you
really was.
You ever been to Taiwan?
I have not. Asia isn't somewhere that I've traveled much. I do intend on doing so. I mean, I keep saying I intend on doing so, but I need to get around to it at my age, don't I?
Well, make sure that you go to first you go to Taiwan, then you go to Tai2. Taiwan, Tai2. Okay, all right.
Tai2.
All right, now off to the Smoky Mountains. This is from Jonathan, a.k.a. Freak for JC1. All right. Ken, this video I shot with my Mini 2 on my way back to Tennessee from Charlotte. It's just before the George Pigeon River in North Carolina. The Smoky Mountains were living up to their name. Went through some clouds. Okay, some low-hanging clouds, I hope. If you can, I'd be honored if you would play it for your viewers. Love your show and all you do for the drone community. The music is crap, so feel free to change it. I did. And this is Jonathan in the Smoky Mountains, flying through the smoke, a.k.a. the clouds. When the clouds are below 400 feet, then you can fly through them. Although, if you're flying through a cloud, can you keep line of sight? Nah. I can still see it a little bit. Sure is pretty, though.
Amazing.
Sean, you been to the United States?
I have, sir. Yes.
Why'd you leave again? Why'd you leave? You came. You're like, then you left again. That's crazy.
I had to go home. I had to come back to Blighty. Responsibilities.
Did you get homesick? Was it weird being here?
No, I mean, not really. I mean, just before the pandemic, my work was going to start taking me to the West Coast quite a lot, so that's going to start happening again soon once things open up. But before that, it was New York, which I absolutely love.
That must have been sensory overload, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I'm obviously, you know, from London, so it was like London on steroids. Basically, it was superb. I just remember the first night. I can't remember which avenue, but it was very near the park, the hotel, and it was a fantastic wall of the entire wall was a window, and I just sat there literally all night. I didn't go to bed that night, and I just sat and watched New York going past outside. And I'm so pleased I did it, because it's a memory that I've got now, and it's just the things I saw and the sights and sounds, and it was just awesome.
And the smells. Did you smell homeless urine?
Fortunately, I was behind the window, so I didn't get the smells.
Okay.
That particular night, I did other nights.
Did
not on that particular night.
Did you go out walking, or did you drive everywhere? Because
no. Yeah, lots of walking, and taxi hops for when we needed that. But yeah, no, we did a lot of on foot and sort of interactions and things, which was obviously just as crazy as it was cool. But you know,
did you get
I
the
feel
guy?
Like we got to see a real part of it.
Did you get the "I'm walking over here" guy? Oh, I'm walking over here, and then he slapped your hood.
Do you know? I did not. I have to say, I had a thoroughly enjoyable time. I think we stuck out as tourists. It was fairly close to. It was fairly close to that point in early. In the 2001 type area, there was a different atmosphere at that time, but people were very kind to us, spotting that we were very obviously tourists.
Right.
We had a great time, a fantastic time.
And they're like, look at that building up there, and you're like, oh, that's great, and they take your wallet.
Yeah, no, we didn't have anything like that, actually.
Okay.
But it was a fantastic visit with some fantastic people, and I'm looking forward to. I can see Herman Flight 101 in the chat. I'm looking forward to coming over and seeing him and novice quads and everything when everything opens up, and going and flying some drones with those guys from New York.
But you're coming to Minefield.
As long as those airlines are going, and as long as the US State Department let us COVID UK Brits in, then yes, I'll be there, sir.
Okay, this is a free event. I don't charge anybody. You can just come out here. There's a restaurant right on the premises. There's actually a place where you can camp. You can park your RV. There's plenty of room. Come on out. Do what you want. It's okay. The mayor is loving this.
Have you seen the movie Paul?
The what?
The film Paul with
Are you saying Paul, P-U-L-L?
No, I'm saying the name Paul, as in P-A-U-L.
Oh, okay. No, what would happen if you needed to pull Paul?
Well, I would pull Paul. Yeah.
Would you pull Paul's pole? Okay, all right.
Possibly.
Oh, okay. Well, sure. Why not? Now, I've got some things I want to share. People send me images, and I haven't shared these in a while. Somebody sent me this. This is pretty telling. This is yeah. I can see that.
Yep.
My current drone, new drone. Looking forward to the Mavic 3. So I guess the Mavic 3 is in the red dress there. So everybody. Like,
indeed.
Right. And there's something I have to mention. Now you know what Kappa is on YouTube, right?
Yes, sir.
That was a big deal when it first started, and there's still a lot of people that don't really understand it. People will send me videos, and they're trying to grow their channel. And one of the biggest things you can do to murder your channel is to say that it's for children. I know you're thinking, well, no, I want children to be able to watch. I don't put any offensive thing on there, but you have to specifically say it's either for children or not for children. Go not for children, because if you put this on there, no comments, no recommendations, nothing. You can't even like or dislike a video, I think, with that. It'll kill your channel dead quicker than anything. So if you've selected, sure, yeah, my channel's for kids, then unless you're posting, I don't know, what do kids like? You know, cartoons and Mickey Mouse or whatever, then so there's just a little friendly reminder. All right.
And it was there. It's there to stop YouTube channels that are aimed at children, that are selling to children when the parents didn't even realize that was happening. Basically,
yes.
It's not because your drone flight is over and it's something interesting like a large pink elephant, and you think kids would enjoy watching it.
Right.
It's whether your content's actually aimed at bringing a child audience in, basically.
That's right. And here in the United States, Saturday morning cartoon, you know, children of a certain age cannot tell the difference between a commercial and programming. And that's why on Saturday morning programs on television, on broadcast TV, they will have these little things. We'll be right back after this, to kind of let the kid know, like, okay, your cartoon is ending, and now here's something we're trying to make your parent buy for you. So, and they have the same thing in the UK, I assume?
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. There's lots of protectionism there.
Very good. All right. So yes, I do go back and I watch the show and I read every single one of these comments that go by. I know it seems like I ignore them unless they're all lit up in a super chat, but I read every single one. And here's a few selects from past weeks. Okay. Tater says, "I work harder than an ugly hooker," and I just thought that was hilarious. Now I can all say, "I work harder than an ugly hooker." Now, if you're an ugly hooker, yeah, you got to work hard. That makes perfect sense. I remember these are ones that I laughed out loud, like literally lolled, just alone in my room, just like Tater, you wacky. All right, here's another one. Watch Jaws backwards, and it's just a heartwarming story about a shark that gives arms and legs to disabled people. That is freaking hilarious. I love that. You know, Sunrise Water Media.
Yeah, Chris.
He will put in there, "Hello, future Ken," because he knows I read all of them, and they says something like, "Give Henry a squeeze," and so I give Henry a squeeze, and I thank him for doing that. And one more, "I'm fat. If I land my drone at my feet, it's out of line of sight." That
I saw that live. I laughed at that live.
That is freaking funny. Love it. Keep those coming. That's wonderful. Now, got to mention remotepilot101.com. You know, other than Pigeon Jerky, they are our largest sponsor. So what you need to do is go to remotepilot101.com to study for your 14 CFR Part 107, okay? Now, here's the thing. Your initial is a pain in the ass. Your initial test, so that you can get certified by the FAA and pass and make money with your drone legally here in the United States, that is a total pain. But once you go to the PSI Center, once you pay your $165 and pass the test, then you're golden, because then every 2 years you can renew, and the FAA now won't let you fail. But it's still good to get the information from Jason Schappert, the guy with 2 watches. I see the Jasons popping up. All right, let's hear it for Jason Schappert. Members can throw those up. It is only like something like $104 with a 30% discount. You can use remotepilot101.com. Heron 18, 30% off. Get all the knowledge you need. Now, I know even the Recurrent is stupid now, and after you take it, then you can fly at night. How about that? So there's some motivation to, if you don't already have it, to get it. And the best place to study for it is remotepilot101.com. They are changing their curriculum up all the time to make sure that they keep up with all of the wacky changes that the FAA puts forth. And there are some wacky changes. Jason Schappert, M0A, remotepilot101.com. Use Heron18 for a discount. Love you, mean it. Hopefully, one of them, if not Schappert himself, will show up at Minefield.
Awesome.
That would be great, yeah. Because he's not only a good-looking guy, but he smells good too. And I'm sure he wouldn't mind a couple hundred people just coming up and smelling him. If you see him on the street, just tell him, "Hey, Ken said you smell good. Can I get a whiff?" I'm sure it'll be fine. All right. So the viewer video of the week Sean, this is really great, and this surprised me. Okay, freewellgear.com. Thank you so much for sponsoring the show. Here they are. Here's their website. Check it out. They've got a lot of products. They got FPV stuff. They got stuff just in for the Air 2S, all the Mavics, cameras, ND filters. It's a wonderful, wonderful place. freewellgear.com. And the winner of the viewer video of the week and the Freewell filters is Ed Rutledge. You know Ed Rutledge. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he
That's
says,
awesome.
Ken got back from Iceland last week. Again, this is a case of just point the drone and you're a National Geographic photographer. Location. Unfortunately, not all the weather while there was compatible for flying the drone. Had days of 40-mile-an-hour plus winds, but got some content before the weather hit. Be well, Ed Rutledge. And here it is from Ed. It's the viewer video of the week. Whoops, that's not it. Stand by. We started over.
Please hold.
Please hold. There you go. Here it is. Not a lot of ice so far in Iceland. It's kind of a misnomer. You think the whole place is just an ice cube. Beautiful. Isn't that where Bjork is from, Iceland?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah. Alexa, what is the population of Iceland?
In 2020, the population of Iceland was 341,000 people.
Wow, that's it. It doesn't look like there's a lot of people in these shots.
I was going to say I don't see many houses.
Yeah, there's plenty of room. Come on into Iceland. That's called the Black Church. Can you guess why?
No.
Oh, look at that.
Wow.
Pristine beaches. There should be one dude out there with an umbrella and a towel. Just one dude. Just to break up the monotony, you know? Wow.
Amazing.
Look how clear that water is.
Yeah. Did he say which drone it's captured with?
Nope. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah.
Wow. I would live there for a month.
I was just thinking about it looks idyllic, but it's sort of like, okay, I need X. Okay, that's a 5-hour drive. I need Y. Okay, that's a 2.5-hour drive.
Right, yeah. But imagine how cool
yeah.
the roads are, Oh man, what do Iceland license plates look like? Do they look like the UK? Are they long and thin?
I don't know, actually.
Now I have to know. Now I can't leave until I find out.
Yes, I am doing exactly the same thing.
I'm gonna Google it. Wait, I don't want you to see my Google history in case it's weird. Yeah. You might have seen from the morning show. When is National Eye Booger Day? That's the thing that popped up. Okay, Iceland car.
They're a bit funky.
Plate. Are they?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Oh yeah, but they're European looking. They're like long and thin.
Yeah, I suppose so. Yes.
I guess there's more license plates like this. And do you look at the United States license plates and go, "That looks weird, all nice and small like that"?
I think we're so used to seeing them in movies that it's fairly. I mean, the Icelandic plates look more foreign to me than a Texas plate.
By the way, my motorcycle has a regular plate on it. I'm thinking about a way of fooling the DMV, and I'm going to write down what I want to put on the plate.
Okay.
Because I don't want to say it, okay? And I think I can fool them. So I want my plate on my bike to say... Okay? And I'm going to tell them, yeah, this is an old dog, Philip Henry Andrew Quimby. And I want my plate to say But there's a space. There's a space there, you know.
Yeah.
Do you think I can get away with that?
I think so.
If you're in Tennessee, don't get. That's mine. Don't do it. Ah, damn. What did I do? I just ruined it. Just ruined my chances.
You know, we actually can't do that here in the UK. Or any names and stuff that come up is completely coincidental.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You can't get vanity plates?
No, you can buy and sell them, and there's lots of plates that have come up which happen to look like vanity plates. But it's completely coincidental. The license plates here are all just sort of, it shows the year and that type of thing, basically.
They're missing out on a lot of income because custom plates cost a lot more than the regular ones.
Yeah, the DVLA, our DMV, they do hold back and auction off the ones that are accidentally cool. But yeah, they purely come up completely by accident.
Can you imagine if I got that plate on my motorcycle? I got pulled over by a cop. License plate, Q. Anyway, all right. Well, let's go ahead. We're going to wrap up the show here in a minute. Thank you, everybody, for your support. Only 2 new members today. That's it. Only 2. I guess everybody watching right now is already a member. And,
can we have a member train?
A member? Sure, that would be great. I'd love to have a member train. I think I accidentally rented that when I was younger on VHS. The member train. That's not my kind of porn. But anyway, sure. Let's try to get 8 more new members here in the next couple minutes as I read our last few super chats. Thanks again, Leonard Oglesby, for the $5. Duncan Longdon, 150 somethings from Taiwan. All right, Sean. How's the UK? Also, if it's not epidemic, it's
crap.
That's right. Metro Drones with a $10 super chat. Pick me, pick me. Metro, you're always picked. I'm picking you right now for a special message from Sean. Go.
Bill, you are such an awesome guy. You visit everybody's live stream. You're always so generous with your donations and everything else, and it's just always awesome to see you. There's that group, isn't there, Ken, that we just love of those people that support the drone community. They're at spin ups and minefields and everything else like that, and it's awesome, that core group, and they're always there when you're having a bad time with the channel or a good time with the channel, whatever's going on. Those guys are there, and it's superb. It's a great community.
That's right. I mean, everybody watching is super cool. But you know what I'd like to do right now? People who are watching but have never commented before, just comment. Just say hi. You don't have to say anything else. You're just sandbagging. You're watching on the big screen. Maybe you're not even watching the chat. Just say something. Say, hey, it's my first comment. I'd love to see that. How many people? Aviano, aerial photography, Rob Camarda, $20. Hey, Rob, thank you so much. And we got Koshat all over the place. Philip Koshat with the $5. Had to leave at 1:48:28. What did I miss? I didn't miss much. I mean, Sean took off his shirt and showed us his tassels.
Should I do it again?
Nah. Once is enough.
You have to watch it back.
We had the dancing girls. We had that little person that came in and juggled flaming chainsaws.
Yeah, the ping pong.
That's right. We had the girl that could hide a ping pong ball without using her mouth.
That was amazing.
Yeah, and then the other girl would catch it. Oh, that was great. What else did we miss? Do you know in all seriousness? I used to work in a strip club, all right? Hide the kids. I used to work and they did that one night.
Really?
Yeah, but this was in Texas and you couldn't be bottomless. So they put up a little barrier. All you saw was legs and then a ball like boop, boop. And the one girl would try to shoot it into a little basket.
Oh man.
Like, what? You've made a serious error in a series of decisions in your life if you end up on stage playing ping pong.
Hey, I kind of respect the skill.
Oh yeah. Else Meghead said, okay, now we need TNL After Dark. This is the kind of content that you get when you're a member. I've got so much stuff that I won't mention for fear of the possibility of ruining some young mind. But I do not care about that on the member stuff. So, and we record some before each show. Oh, look, there we got 2 new members. And I will upload this special. I upload this special content every Friday. So, but right before we start this show, it's me, Jeff, and whoever the co-host is, just shooting the bleep. All right, and there will be no bleep when we're shooting it in this.
And sometimes shooting Jeff.
Sometimes we shoot Jeff. Chris Howland, new member. Welcome to the Heron Birds. And what does that say?
Alexis.
Oh, Alexis. What a great name. I see, now look.
It is the simple past tense of dough.
See, that's a name that you can't say around the Echo Dot. But and I'm sure that Alexis spent her life teaching everyone how to spell it correctly. And thank you for becoming a new member, Alexis. Pigeon Jerky Gang. See, let me see. Let me see if this works. Alexis, tell me a joke. No? Alexis, tell me a joke. No, the light comes on, but it's like, okay, you're trying to fool me. Alexa, you're fired.
Oh no! Now I'll have to use a magic spell on you.
Oh.
Abracadabra. I am now rehired.
Oh, okay. All right. Well.
And the member is actually saying it's a long E, so Elexis.
Oh, Elexis. Okay.
Thank you for correcting us.
Okay. By the way, before I go, here's a fun thing that you can do with your Echo Dot if you have one. I have a place that cuts my hair, and they have music playing with the Echo Dot. And right before I leave, I say this. I say, thanks, everybody. Great haircut. Alexa, count down from 100. And then I walk out the door.
100, 99, 98, 97,
and they're left with
96, 95, 94.
Now, she used to
93,
she used to recite pi
91,
to the whatever,
90,
like it would take
88,
an hour.
That's
but
right. That's
she
right.
won't do it anymore.
86,
But she'll do this.
85, 84, 83, 82.
Anyway,
you can also
81.
you can also have her say some very bad words because it's the translation. But I'll let everyone Google that
Alexa,
in their own time.
All right, one for the road. And I think you probably already know about this. Okay. Alexa, Simon says, Geeks Vana has lots of hair.
Geeks Vana has lots of hair.
We hope you enjoyed the show half as much as you would have if it had been twice as good.
Thanks for cheering me up, everybody. I feel so much better than I did at the beginning of the show. Thank you so much for our guest tonight, Jay Hamon, our old school aerial photographer guy. Jeff Sills for the news, and thank you, Sean Geeks Vana, for co-hosting, bringing some class to this thing we do. Thanks, everybody, for supporting the channel. All the new members, we got 4 today. That is wonderful. And I look forward to doing this next week. Remember, if you want to send your video, you can send it here, kenheronupload@gmail.com. Until next week, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing.
And bye.
And that's it. There's your cue.
The killer could process meat. Enjoy pigeon jerky, and you'll give your family a treat. It's balanced nutrition to help them grow, and it's full of fiber to make them grow. You'll enjoy pigeon jerky, a killer could process meat.
Yeah. That was so funny.
You'll enjoy Thursday Night Live with Ken Heron and Kelly, Jeff and Ashley too. There'll be fun and quizzes and Kelly's misses. The bird is the word in the news. It's the #1 live stream, it's got pizzazz. There's only one rule, don't fart in the rats. If you think it's funny, super chat some money, 'cause TNL is here for you. Yeah!